The town of Lincoln recently hosted the first annual Art Lives Here, a celebration of art and the artists who create it.
Art Lives Here is a new art and culture trail throughout the town of Lincoln. This year there's 16 venues who have signed on to open up their spaces for events or studio visits or just to show off the art in their collection. In past places that I've lived, there have been studio trails, and it's just a great opportunity for the arts community to come together and amplify one another. And when I moved back to Lincoln, I realized that there wasn't any place or event for all of the artists and the artistic companies and businesses to come together to celebrate art. So it became a goal of mine to set up this trail. This is the first year with just 16 venues, but I'm hoping in future years it continues to grow and becomes a really energetic celebration of art all across Lincoln.
Art Lives Here gave the public the opportunity to explore 16 different artistic venues.
We have open studios. Floyd Elzinga, who's a very well-known local artist, is opening up his studio on Saturday, so you can come get a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on in an artist studio space.
So my studio is called Artifice, and I've been making art here in Lincoln for 22 years. And I'm excited to be part of Art Lives Here because I live here and I make art. I make sculptures primarily out of metal. I studied stone carving back in university and carved a giant block of stone, and it cracked in half after 2 months, and I realized that's not my medium. So I make things out of steel and stainless steel that hold fire or water or just look beautiful hanging on the wall. I like to design things for outdoors because it's a challenging environment to make things that will look the way you intend in 5, 10, 20, 50 years. And to keep that in mind with outdoor sculpture, I think is important.
I'm most excited about Grevpode Gallery, which is this hidden gem in Vineland, and it's a folk art space, and it features the work of Papa Wilson, Granny, Deb, and Evan King. Amazingly, Papa Wilson, who's just Vineland local, was just featured in a show with Maud Lewis at the Art Gallery of Hamilton. So usually Grevpode, which is absolutely magical, every inch of the space is covered in art. Usually it's only open by appointment, and they've agreed to open their space to the public on both Saturday and Sunday.
Grevpode Gallery is an acronym for our artists, Granny, Evan, Papa, and Deb. It's the first 2 letters of each of our names. In 2006, my father, when he turned 80 years old, decided that he was going to become a folk artist. And we said, really? After we'd been in the antiques business, he custom built furniture for Granny's Boot Antiques for over 30 years, and he wanted to try something new at 80. Folk art is art from the heart. It's called naive, outsider. It's anything not produced by trained artists. Folk art is always colorful, and it can be anything, any medium.
I would like to see it get bigger and better every year. It's a new format for Lincoln, this sort of multi-day festival that happens at many different locations. So as the years go by and people get more familiar with the format of this sort of dynamic multi-space festival, I think it'll just build more and more excitement, and more of our really creative makers and spaces will be willing to sign on.